Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You guys old enough to know what that theme song is from? I bet some of us are.
Before everyone left, huh? Kinda. There's still people here.
If you have no
Is it
idea,
windy? Yes, it's windy.
that was
Excuse me.
from the TV show
The
Welcome Back,
Doyers.
Cotter, I think. Might not
How
be.
you doing tonight, chat? You having a good time?
But
You feeling good? You feeling all right?
I think.
Yeah.
Hang on,
You need a
let me get
mask?
my
You can't
headphones
even
turned
smell
on.
it though.
He does.
More helicopters.
I
up
agree
there.
with you, Ella.
If you're wondering about my headset, Corsair HS55s. An amazing wireless headset that also has Bluetooth, so you can
Yeah,
use
there's
it
my
with your
helicopters. Imagine
phone.
one of them crashing into each other. Like right here, camera. Look, they're like everywhere. Look,
But
like four.
from what
going
I'm
circles right now.
understanding, this is a new fire that
Torreon
just
Gonzalez, yeah.
broke
Torreon Gonzalez over
out.
there.
If you get what I'm saying, just broke out.
But they're just doing circles, but they don't even have water, huh?
I mean,
They're probably just watching it.
but I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Nope. This is all climate change.
Maisie H super chatted $4.99. How you doing, Andy, is more important.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling all right. Yeah. Thank you, Macy H, for the 5. I do appreciate that. Muchas gracias. Everyone, please spam the chat for Macy H, ladies and
I'm not sure the fire's almost out.
gentlemen.
It's pushing that way, so that's why right now it looks like there's nothing here. But look, you can still kind of see in the far distance. Where's the news reporters at? No, there's none, huh?
And I'm gonna go do my part. Get the hell out of here, man! Get out of here! I'm here with 555 people on my live, just trying to help out.
Dude, my TV was broken, but then it fixed itself. It was so crazy. CNBC TV 18 is fake news, Jeffy, just so you know. It's all a bunch of replays. But thank you. I appreciate the input. It's a lot of shit lost for sure, Queen.
I'm about to hit 200,000 likes. Everybody, double tap the screen right now.
The riverbed that are just basically open fields. And from what we're hearing, there are no evacuations ordered for this fire, and that's good.
No evacuations. They got this shit.
Continue to make progress on this fire. We see firefighters there with their tools, the shovels, their picks. They're pulling out the unburned brush there, cutting a path in the dirt, clearing that brush away. Coming in a tighter shot, you see a firefighter walking through all that tall brush.
The damn scanner on, it's not doing shit though. We reconnect.
Medic 435. Copy, Medic 435 off duty.
Lordy, lordy, lordy. Girl, you better go to church tomorrow.
Okay, I'm back. My wife wanted to know what shower head I had in the bathroom. Because I think the shower heads that don't move, that you can't take off and
5
use,
hours. Thank you,
Say
Humberto.
that again.
are stupid. Entirely stupid.
They're going to. Yeah, okay.
When we lived at the old place, I bought this one from Walmart. It's white. It's like $25. Works good. It's from Peerless. Works good. And so I was like, here, take a picture of the brand and the part number, and when you go to Walmart, you can get it.
What do you
So,
think they
does
eat
my
for their
lighting
food
look
when it's
better?
the dad and then the 3 adult kids,
Once again,
adult
thank you for joining
boys?
us on the web. This is Gil Davis up in Sky 5. We are looking at
I
What
moved
do you
my
think they cook
ring
for
light
food? Like tater tots and
here
pizza rolls?
above my
I see he has an air fryer back there, so I'm thinking tater tots and pizza rolls.
I just made
frozen
pizza in my air fryer.
Lots of frozen pizza.
has
You
worked
guys
with
want the
all
best
the
air
people in
fryer,
this area, and,
countertop oven, toaster oven
has spread to
that I've ever
looks
seen?
like
Pizza rolls and beer.
It's on my channel.
5K more likes.
It's a French door, got the 2 doors.
It's still on fire over there, huh?
It's
That's
from
crazy.
the Go
You got there a
Meat
turnip?
Company.
Oxford, California.
Oh,
Like
it's something for the
$80.
dog. Must be a sweet potato or something
Perfect.
for the
And you
dog.
could take
Yo-yo.
like a DiGiorno pizza, fit it right in.
What?
And to cook I just
Oh,
cooked a
black
pizza.
Black
A
smoke,
Red
black
Baron
smoke.
brick oven,
House is on fire now, huh? Or something.
pepperoni pizza,
Something.
10 minutes.
Oh, hey,
Black
200,000
smoke,
likes.
black
Thank
smoke.
you guys.
10 minutes to make a pizza
That's a new fire. Started 2 hours ago.
using
Or 3.
a quarter of the power it takes to fire up the oven. And it tastes like it came right out of the oven.
Ali Carter?
We haven't used the oven since we got our air fryer toaster oven. We have not used the oven. We use the stove, but we haven't used the oven for anything.
Oh, so they got very not too much is really a. They got it kind of contained. It sounds like, right? It's all on the riverbed.
But at this point,
You see
it
that?
looks like they're starting to get the upper hand on it. The fire laying down in most of the areas, right in the center is where there's the most active.
And I
flames
just
right
pinned
now, a lot of heavy brush in
my Cash App in there,
As I push in, you see
like I've been saying for a couple days now. I need a
picture may look like it's
new power supply for my computer. It's like
What's he gonna air
$40.
fry? His potatoes.
And I'll give you a
So,
perspective of that here in just a second.
you guys want to help me get
This guy
a
loves
new
his
power
air fryer.
supply
dude.
so I
You
can
tell.
bring my main computer back in here and hook it up?
A look at some of the brushes.
And yes, I know
Hey,
it
Kobe.
seems like
And it really dwarfs
I'm bragging that
and then
I've got a main
some of the
computer
brush burning at the,
and
I
a
don't know why.
backup
Good
computer.
question, Cobe.
There's some firefighters
But
there
like I have
next to
said
This is probably not. It's nothing getting threatened in Palisades.
and you can see
so
just how
many times,
tall that brush is.
I've said this so many times.
It's almost
If you're serious about doing YouTube,
Best chicken wings, really better than deep fryer.
you need to have a backup
You think it's better
of
than
everything
deep
that
fryer,
you've
the
got.
Fry Daddy?
Say this
Yeah,
is your
Fry
only
Daddy's soft.
microphone
I got a fried grandpappy.
and you're making videos every
It's a
day,
big one.
and you got the microphone off Amazon. What happens if this microphone breaks?
Crispy.
You can't make content now till you get a new microphone.
Crispier. Wait, what?
If your ring light stops working, you can't make content. Well, you can make content and be in the dark
Daddy, Lars. Eat cheese, baby. Mine's
without a new ring light. I have 3 ring lights. You can buy them off of Facebook Marketplace cheap. The one that I got up here is like an 8-inch ring light.
Hey, Mike, do you see where they're getting?
No, something super simple. Something it plugs into USB.
Comes another drop.
You just have to figure out how to mount it.
They're going to go onto the eastern flank here.
Are air fryer wings better than
Use a little redneck engineering, and you'll figure out
little fry wings?
how to mount it.
Or possibly
And I'm not bragging about look what I got, look what I got, look what I got.
nice drop right there. On the
Everything that I own, I bought and used. Used. Well, my
Thank you.
external hard drive is new,
Yes, it's windy. It's cold. Very cold.
but this 22-inch Dell monitor, this
Maybe I gotta try
22-inch
to
Dell
do-
monitor were
I'll
like
get, like some
$10.
garlic powder, some
at
onion
Goodwill.
powder,
Auction high school.
some
My
garlic.
27-inch Acer monitor is my main
Whoa,
monitor.
nice abs, bro. Some
$10
Johnny seasoning,
at Goodwill.
some pepper.
My microphone I bought new, but that was like 3 years ago. My mic arm I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. My mouse, my fancy Logitech wireless mouse. I happened to find it for $5 at Goodwill. Now, how did I know that the monitors worked? That the mouse worked? That the ring lights I bought work? Well, my wife has a Samsung Chromebook thing. Got USB ports on it.
Find the dozer, bud.
It's also got an HDMI port.
Me the dozer.
If I'm going to look for a monitor, I take a couple cables, one that's got an HDMI on one end and a DVI plug on the other end, or an HDMI on one end and a display port cable on the other end.
Where's his buddy?
I hook them up to the power at Goodwill. There's always an electronic testing station. And
Well,
I plug it into the laptop, make sure it works. The mouse I plugged into the laptop,
that's cold as fuck.
made
Whoa.
sure it worked. It just happened to have the dongle inside the mouse.
Give me the police recording. Look at
Now,
that.
for those of you that don't know,
Hey, do your job, Hoss.
let me
Fuck this, sir.
make this bigger here.
Yo.
Mice
Damn, somebody sending 300 roses.
will come with a dongle. It goes in that spot right there.
I don't think I'm not even gonna be able to claim
If
this.
you buy a used mouse
No, I think I am.
at Goodwill
Claim what?
and there's no dongle, I wouldn't buy it. This one happened to be sitting on a shelf, $35 Logitech mouse. I paid $5 for it.
You're out of here.
And yes, it's kind of glitchy on this computer. But remember, everybody, this computer that I'm using
I'm gonna do some air fryer.
is an old office computer from years ago. It's older than a lot of
I'm
people's
gonna become
kids.
the master air fryer, dude. Damn, Queen. You be up late, girl.
You know, it's
6 hours
just,
before you gotta be at work. Woo, girl.
and if you buy something off of Facebook Marketplace,
Get some rest for sure. Drink some water.
and they won't let you test it, shit, I wouldn't buy it. Not no way, not no how.
You don't sleep much? Yeah, neither do I. You like 5 hours. I'm gonna switch these two around, maybe. I don't know. They're both pretty good. Oh, you have a headache? Do you have any Tylenols or Excedrins? Or I'm not sure people use for headaches.
I think it's crazy when people don't
7 hours would be nice.
don't have Tylenol, ibuprofen, aspirin, stuff like that at home. Especially if you're older, you need to have aspirin at home. Why? Well, say you start having symptoms of a heart attack.
Man, these fires don't stop. You got
Chomp on an
so much
aspirin
traffic going
and
on.
then get your ass to the hospital. But be sure to tell the people at the hospital that you already chewed
He sent a
a
picture
full-size
of a fucking
aspirin.
envelope. Dude, Mr. Fulci just emailed me a picture of the missing.
You know, it's
card.
just,
I opened one of those.
but I know
cards.
people
opened the
that
red card, Mr. Fulci.
don't have Tylenol or Advil or anything at home. I remember a person one time told me, well, Tylenol's too expensive.
RealPortlandAndy@gmail.com.
And I'm like, yeah, if you buy it at
He sent
Walmart
me
and
a
buy the
picture
name
of-
brand,
Of the fucking.
but you
missing
can go
card.
to freaking
Nah, it's
Dollar Tree and buy the pain reliever
I can't
that
put it
is
on the drink that
acetaminophen.
on it.
$1.25 for 40 pills. I just bought 2 bottles of it.
You know when you buy the TV guides back in the day? And
Why
they
did
gave
I
you
buy
the
2
TV
bottles
guide?
of it?
Or
Well,
you
because
know
I'm
what it is?
old.
You know when you order checks, right? Remember ordering
One
checks?
for home,
Who remembers ordering checks?
one for the
Hey
car.
Jeffy, remember when you ordered checks and then they give you
Me
the
and my
option
wife
and you get those little
have a
stickers
little
that have your address
medicine
on 'em, and you get a
cabinet
whole bunch of them with your checks.
in the glove box of the car.
That's what Mr. Fulci uses. He just slaps them on
Tylenol,
and addresses.
Tums.
It says Mr. Fulci.
You know, we got Band-Aids and stuff in there. Except we take the Band-Aids out in the summertime.
Address label.
Because
Yeah.
you don't want to have anything that can melt in your car in Phoenix, Arizona in the summer. Your car will get 175
He just
degrees
emailed me, Johnny.
inside. If you use a cheap lighter like this one, these
Oh,
cheap
gosh darn it.
lighters, they work just fine at home.
Brain chat, focus.
You stick one of these lighters in your car
Like mine is saying focus.
in the summer here, chances of this blowing up are really high. So I have a big lighter, the little baby big lighters, you know, the little short ones, one in each door pocket of my car.
Honestly, right now at this moment, I'm not sure if it's getting any better yet. I haven't heard any updates, but we'll probably find out within like the next 15, 20 minutes.
I don't know how old you are, but bro, I bet we're pretty close in age. And speaking of fossil, your roommate's a fossil.
Dude, Fulci always writes his fucking checks to the grocery store for $35 over, and so he can get cash back. That's what Mr. Fulci does.
And for those of you curious on how old I am, November 29th, I turned 50 years old. Woohoo, 50 years old.
Hello.
Ah, see? Told you. So who's calling who old? You're what? 7 months younger than I am?
Fulci for you. Sounds like your mom.
I bet people ask me if I feel different being 50. I'm like, no. You know, old is old. And when you've lived the lifestyle that I've lived, my body started hurting to get out of bed when I turned 30.
You gotta be nice to her, most of freaking start freaking writing.
Because I was one of those, hey, y'all, watch this type of shit when I was growing up.
He's a real one.
Racing cars on dirt tracks, you know, doing demolition derby.
There was a famous Mexican rapper from Oxnard.
You know, it's just
Was Mr. Little One from Oxnard?
riding motorcycles and dirt bikes and four-wheelers. Hell, for like 5 years when I was growing up. When I was a teenager, I had the ultimate three-wheel death machine. I had a Honda 250R. Probably the fastest three-wheeler made.
Here as well, it's not really a great view. all the trees that are right there are blocking everything right now.
Three-wheelers were so dangerous that the government had to ban
You guys see
them.
where it's lit up there, where you see the orange? That's where the fire is at right now. So you're looking at like 6 acres right now.
But yeah, I did so much stupid stuff, getting in fights and stuff. So my there was no difference of me being 50 and me being 40.
Arson. I see a guy setting fires. Should we call him in, dude? Should we call him in?
That's
What
because you
the
need to get
hell?
some melatonin.
We found the arsonist, boys.
No, yeah, they're pretty quick.
We've
on it.
solved
I mean,
another one.
they were
Take some melatonin.
streets, nobody could get in and
Take
out,
2
so
pills of melatonin.
protecting that.
Go take a piss.
Bystanders like myself. So
Then go to Go to
We
Go to
solved
bed.
another one, boys.
when I got here earlier, it was raging pretty bad.
Oh, they're starting to rage, bro. They're starting new fires. Look at them, bro. You don't even know what's going on. These people work for the government. Look at them.
damn. Well, then hold off on drinking caffeine.
Nancy, you're welcome. You're welcome. No problem. I mean, there's a lot of other people out here showing it too. So I mean,
As you
guys
see,
all over TikTok.
I'm not drinking caffeine.
It's kind of a sick ass job.
I'm
though, right?
drinking
Just like throw fire around.
Powerade Zero.
Like I'm getting paid like $45. I don't know, maybe more than $65 an hour, just to throw some fire around. Look at that. He's making like.
Well, bro,
Zoom out.
yeah,
He's
you
making
better
a
go to the
he's making
doctor
a
and
big
get
old
that
zip or
checked.
something.
Hearing so far.
Your blood
He's
sugar
making
ain't
a big
supposed
old
to be super
fire.
high.
Zoom out. Zoom out.
I take a
Zoom
shot
out.
once a
Let me see
week
the fire dick.
called Trulicity.
From what I see.
And anybody that takes any of these shots, like Trulicity, Ozempic, the ones that I've seen have to be refrigerated. Well, here's a little free tip
You got to fight fire.
for taking those. When you got to take one, bring it out of the refrigerator, let it come up to room
Lil
temperature.
Rob. Was it Lil Rob? Was he from
Give it
Arkansas?
about a half hour. Let it start warming up.
So I don't think it's.
Damn, Lil Rob.
Because the first
Lil Rob,
time
that's who.
I took a shot of my
You got it,
Trulicity,
Crystals.
it was right out of the fridge.
Getting beat up pretty bad right now.
And oh my God, that felt so weird, you know, because it's refrigerator temperature. It's 40 degrees. Yeah.
Did you know Lil Rob, man?
Ray's right.
To leave now, so.
It felt so weird going into my body.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh,
My
gee,
body
with the
being
gifted Rinos.
98 and
sweet. I'll
the
take that
Trulicity probably being 38.
Oh, gee, with the freaking
Woo, it was cold.
gift of Rinos. Everyone spam the chat for Paul G. Make sure you
Hey,
feature your
Bonza.
favorite emoji if you got them. There's some good ones out there. We got the new UK emoji. We got the spicy peach emoji.
Thank you.
Yeah, anything
Paul
that
G
you have
the
to
house
store in the
once again,
refrigerator.
dropping the bomb.
Now, I'm not saying take it out, leave it out, lay it on the counter for 2 hours. I grab mine. I take it every Wednesday.
Oh my God!
I grab mine, bring it in here, set it on the desk.
Oh my God!
I watch
that pic is cute.
these
Oh,
same
look at that.
videos
Yeah, they're so cute.
that the channels that I watch post every Wednesday.
I like the brown one.
Their videos are about a half hour long. I'll watch a video, then I'll do the shot. And it's not anything weird, guys. You take the little safety cap off of the end. You turn the end of it to where it's unlocked. You put it against your skin. I use my leg. And you press the little button and hold it there. And the little needle will come out slowly, burp into your leg, and put your dose in. And then when the needle pops back up in, you put the safety cap back on, and you throw that big tube of different kinds of plastic in the trash. because it's medical waste and you can't recycle it. Even though it's all kinds of plastic.
Yeah, right here. Is you going to the fire? You going to the fire, bud?
Cost you $100 for insulin for 90-day supply. You know, I am so glad that I ain't bragging. But I've had
Fire contents.
Arizona Access insurance since like my fourth heart attack. And I don't have to pay anything
Fire contents the new meta.
because I'm going to the doctor once every couple months, getting some test done. I have to go
Winston?
next month in February to get another PET
Oh, my
scan
goodness.
done. I wouldn't want to know
Kinds of freaking,
what that scan cost.
all kinds of freaking ages. That was going to be the handful, huh?
You know, I take medicine called Eliquis. It's like warfarin, but you ain't got to go get your blood checked all the damn time. That's humongously expensive.
There's
I
a guy, he's
take
making more fire
13
dicks.
different meds,
You think
every
it's
day.
funny till you start seeing
2
more
of
fire
them
dick.
twice a day.
He's like giving the guy a thumbs up.
And yes, I know I should stop smoking, stop drinking coffee. The fuck is that? An arson guy out there burning shit? But it's climate change, everyone.
Definitely are, man.
Climate change are causing all these fires.
Like getting to
Climate change.
Don't be hello on me. We're watching a fire, lady. Disconnect.
Yeah.
We don't want you here.
Climate change.
Is that the fire?
Yeah. I think it's really stupid. Now you can fact check me on this. There's videos all over the internet.
There we go. Good job. man.
Every
Good job.
state around California sent fire trucks to go help them.
Good job, buddy.
Well, all those fire trucks had to go to Sacramento. Sacramento's in Northern California.
Whoa, we have a flare up. Just like nuclear is freaking.
Why did they send all the fire trucks to
Major flare-ups,
Sacramento?
major flare-ups.
To be emissions tested? So make sure that it's up to the California clean air stuff.
Really?
Now, why the fuck are they worried about fire trucks
Hope you get to keep your shoes
from
with you.
Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Nevada, Arizona? Why are they worried about all of our fire trucks? Not
We're
polluting
putting
the
a fire
air.
Right now. I have a guy down there right now.
When you
Andy,
got all these
right
freaking
here, Andy.
wildfires
I
putting
got a freaking
smoke
guy down there making,
everywhere.
fire dicks, and we're gonna engulf the. We're gonna engulf. The plan is, we're gonna engulf the fire with a big ass fire dick.
Makes
And the
no
fire's
sense.
gonna burn from
But
the fire
again,
dick inside and kill
nothing that the state of California does
my main man's down
makes
there doing it
sense.
right now. It's a really good idea.
Nothing. And I'm going to make this announcement right now. And trust me. Exactly, Bonza. That's California for you. Like California is all for tourism. But guess what California just banned?
German Shepherds are pretty cool. I haven't owned one never, but
Diesel powered motorhomes. They banned diesel powered motorhomes. That's probably 2/3 of the motorhomes sold are diesel powered. Whether they're a big tour bus one that are called a diesel pusher, or they're a diesel powered Sprinter motorhome. They're like, oh nope, no more diesel powered.
Or something.
They don't even want them in the state.
Really, Australian Shepherd?
Ha 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 ha.
Brownie, where are you, by the way?
Anybody wants to send money anywhere, up in the top of the chat's my Cash App. I really need $40 to get my computer fixed. I can fix it. It ain't got to go anywhere to get fixed. I just need $40 to buy a new power supply.
Goodness, it's a lot.
I'd love to buy
That's a freaking
a nice power supply like what was in
a
it.
lot of energy right there.
That's lasted for
That's
7
over
or 8 years.
so it's better. It's
But
pinned down.
then I'd be asking for $100. But I can buy a cheaper, less wattage power supply
A Frenchie
on Amazon for like $35, $40.
I'm gonna eat some.
Not gonna have all the bells and whistles that the one that stopped working finally had. But yeah.
Oh, stop.
And oh, did you see it on the Tim Pool podcast? There's this website out there for you to donate to the California fire. And it shows all the fire and stuff and fire truck and everything. Well, Tim pulled it up right on his live stream. Clicked on it. And then it popped up this thing with Gavin Newsom standing there, taking up half of the page with a microphone in his hand. You scroll down and guess where you're donating to? Act Blue. For those of you living under a rock, Act Blue is a big Democrat slush fund.
Get on there and help. Bring some water.
You ain't donating to
The golf course is fucked, dude.
the fire and stuff.
Wix gives you the
You're
freedom to tell your
donating
story.
for Gavin Newsom. Now, this is what I was going to say earlier. And you guys could hold me to this. And like I've said,
Really? Oh, that's shitty.
if I'm wrong, I will make a video saying that I was wrong. But Gavin Newsom can't run for governor anymore. His terms are up as governor. What's the next step for him? To run for president 2028.
What are you trying to say?
And I tell you right now, if Gavin Newsom runs for president, he's going to win. He has so many connections and got that perfect on-camera face, that perfect on-camera hair, and not even that. We'll have 4 years of everything going good here because, Messiah Trump, Daddy Trump, as people call him.
Oh yeah, Damien's like.
It will make everything all good, and people will stop worrying about the country. Everything will be good. Trump's going to wave his magic wand, make everybody's gas prices go down, make all the prices of groceries go down, make people's rent like mine go down. So everybody's going to be all lax in what's going on. And then they're going to freak out when Gavin Newsom runs for president. I said the same thing the last time Trump ran for president against Joe Biden. I got lambasted by people that were like, there's no way in hell Biden is going to win.
What? Stop. I'm not.
And look who's been president the last 4 years. And if you think I'm joking, everybody, it will be 4 years of the Democrats being able to scheme, raise money, do whatever they have to do to make sure that whoever's going to run for president on the Republican ticket
with the freaking tray.
will win.
Fire.
And I'm telling you right now,
Hey,
everybody,
watch him get arrested. That'd be awesome.
I don't trust
Assassin.
JD Vance.
Hey, Seller, how you doing?
Oh, but Broken, he's a great guy. Yeah. And trust
What does
me,
this mean? You have the freaking the Rumble.
a lot of the people that are saying JD Vance is a great guy were the same people saying Mike Pence is a great guy.
You have this little knight emoji.
And look what happened.
The whale emoji, which means you donate.
People, I don't know what kind of
means,
special
oh,
power I got.
subscriber. Okay,
But
I'm learning.
when I start thinking of something
Oh, and you're
and I
verified.
can't get it out of my head,
Does premium give you automatic verification on?
I haven't been wrong yet.
Verified?
Period. I didn't trust Mike Pence. I even made a video when Mike Pence came to Phoenix, Arizona. Everybody asked me, "Are you going to go see Mike Pence?" And I'm like, let's see. Go out on a date with my wife to go see Smoking the Bandit in a movie
Holy shit,
theater
Paul G with the
in
10
Mesa,
gifted
Arizona.
subs.
Or go
You
see
need
the
to
snake
verify.
Mike Pence.
I'll find out how to do
And
it.
people are like, he's not a snake. He's a great guy. Trump would never pick somebody that's a snake. And to the people that have said that,
Paul G just gifted 10 subs over to Rumble.
I got two names for
If
you.
you don't have a sub
Mike
on
Pence,
Rumble, get over to freaking Rumble.
Bill Barr.
Snag up one of these 9 left. You guys gotta type in the chat in Rumble.
Just saying.
Rumble.
Just saying.
I think
And
my name
like
is
I've
Norman,
always
and
said,
on there you can find me.
you can hold me
Type
accountable
in
to
your chat,
this.
you'll get a freaking membership, and then people to go. Thank you, H.
If
Syndicate, for
JD
becoming a
Vance
football
doesn't
fan.
stab
What?
Donald Trump in the
Major
back
supporter,
somehow
H. Syndicate. Everyone, please
and
spam
runs
the
for
chat
president in
H. Syndicate.
2028,
Everyone, spam the chat for Paul G.
I will make
Absolutely
an
amazing.
apology video
Thank you, YouTube
saying that
viewers,
I was
folks.
wrong. I hope to God I'm wrong.
Captain Green in the house.
Now, why do people stab people in the back?
Well,
It's easy.
I can see it coming your way, Annie.
It's a saying that we've heard for years. Money talks and bullshit walks.
Gonna get one, I can tell you that.
You pay someone enough money, like you could take the biggest Christian out there. You pay that person enough money, they would stab Jesus in the back. Money talks and bullshit walks.
Lars don't miss enough freebies. It loves you.
This man getting distracted. Yeah, he is. It might come here like, no, I don't think it will. It's near the, no, this is like way down the street from it. Well, the Ventura County Jail is on the same street, but like far.
But
Like all the way over there.
I quit. I lost count. I wasn't counting.
I'm an asshole. I think I know it all.
Dude, Pharaoh got one. Nice.
Hold on.
I wish I knew it all. Because then I know the winning lottery numbers.
They're asking you a question. Put your hands down. They can't see.
Oh, you're the toe?
And everybody in here, everybody that subscribed to my channel that has talked to me on the live stream left comments.
No, I think it's like 20 now.
Y'all need to pray that I win the lottery also. Like several hundreds of millions of dollars.
11. Say 11 o'clock.
And why is that?
All Jesus knows how to get freaking rumbling.
I don't forget the little people.
Other way. No.
I don't.
Bro, like that.
What would happen right now if I won $200 million? I'd buy me a big old fucking Prevo tour bus. Have that motherfucker wrapped with the American flag and broken patriot on the side of it. I'd hire me a driver. And I would tour the fucking U.S.
Your next dozen eggs is on.
I'd
me.
show up at Ray's place and be like, "Hey,
I'm
Ray,
gonna make some eggs tomorrow.
here's
Just
the
for the I got more coming.
check for you."
Thank you, Troll Lady, for the eggies.
I'd show up at
Can we get some eggs
Bonza's
in the
place.
chat for
Here's the
Trolita,
check
please?
for you. Let's make a video.
I can see you, Johnny. Wonderful.
I'd also have to
All
hire
people
an
in the Rumble group.
accountant to make sure my ass doesn't run out of
I was
money.
looking into it today, PG, but I can't figure it
But
out.
I can tell on my
Like something
YouTube
out
channel
Rumble. I've been doing research. Was that guy picking fruit?
because every week
Those Mexicans are picking strawberries.
YouTube sends out an
What's going on
email
there?
saying how your YouTube channel did
That is a good
that week.
strawberry.
We'll scroll all the way to the back page.
You gotta wash
Scroll
them,
all the
dog,
way
Jimmy.
down.
You just
It
have to
will
get strawberries
show
off the ground, dog. You gotta wash them.
who your top commenters are. My top commenters, there's like
Yeah, I've been
6
trying
of
to
them.
do research on that.
They've all been the
Yeah,
same
how to
person.
make Rumble do things.
The same 5 or 6 people every week, every month.
I can see you. I can see you.
And if you've helped
Rato,
me
trying
out,
to get the attention over here.
like once
Rato, star for
Ray helped me and my wife out of a big time bind.
All right, have a sweet drink.
And yes, he was
Queen. I miss you.
reimbursed for doing it.
Thanks for staying up. So
I'm not the
late.
type of person that's like, yeah, see
Yeah,
you
we'll
see
look
you
at it,
later.
so have a great one.
No, he was
Wish you good
reimbursed.
best.
But
Hey,
you've
Syndicate with
you've
the
helped me
5
out.
gifty
You've
Rumbles.
saved my butt. I'm
Thank
saving
you,
your
Ink
butt.
Syndicate, for the 5 gift. Those freaking emails are flying off the shelves.
And I would
Freaking
also
nuggets
show
got
up in
one.
every state. I've been wanting to
Good
do
night,
this
good
for a
night.
long time.
Thank you very much, H. Everyone spend the chat for H Syndicate.
I want to show
Once
up.
again.
And, you know, probably 3 different spots in each state. And have a big meet and greet. Set up a big old barbecue grill. You know, play some
James
music
Andy from
that ain't
YouTube.
copyrighted so
What
we
up,
can all
James Andy?
video it. You know, just have a big party, have a big Patriot meet and greet. Because we've all known each other for a long time. Very few of us has ever actually met
Stay alive, motherfucker.
that person.
Get closer.
I did a meet and greet like 4 years
Marzi,
ago
telephone pole caused a
at the
fire?
Arizona State Capitol. Every spring in February, they have the Second Amendment rally. And right in front of the Arizona State Capitol, which is a beautiful Capitol building, there's a flagpole. I put it out on my channel and my social media that, hey, if you're coming to this Second Amendment rally, I'm going to be there at 9 a.m. at the flagpole. Let's do a meet and greet. I had like 30 people show up. A couple of people drove from out of state just to come say that they met me and do a video. I thought that was cool as hell. Blew my wife's mind that people actually wanted to meet me.
Look at the golf course, dude, getting run over by freaking tractors. Stay off the greens.
Yeah, I go every
Black ball
year.
off the green. Those are expensive greens, dude.
That's where I got my amazing hat at. And a flag that's somewhere here.
Tell you a joke.
I got this amazing hat that kind of puts everything that I'm about right out there. It says liberty or death, Second Amendment.
Maybe later.
I've argued with people that are all about, we don't need the Second Amendment.
Maple Sunshine.
Why do we need the Second Amendment? And I'm like, I'll tell you why we need the Second Amendment. And why it's the Second Amendment,
nice,
not the
Heather.
third, fourth, fifth, 10th, whatever.
Looking does the best he can.
First Amendment gives you the right to say whatever the hell you want to say.
Why is my camera off?
Second Amendment allows you the right to be able to say what you want to say. Look at the
this camera first.
UK now. They're wanting to lock people up for what they post on social media.
Make sure I get my Steve Lickner.
They're wanting to lock up Americans
Everyone got to have their own Steve Lickner
for what
picture.
they post on social
Watching
media.
over them.
And we're all like, hey, I have 4 numbers for you. A 1, a 7, another 7, and a 6. Those 4 numbers, 1776, gives us the right to do the big middle finger to everybody in Britain.
Is that why he banned you?
Because, you know, words hurt. You shouldn't be able to say what you want online.
That was, yeah, it's Steve.
I say whatever I want all the time. But
Why he perma-banned you?
I think about what I'm going to say before I just blurt it out. Now, this has pissed off a lot of people.
On the golf
When I say you need to
Go
use smart speech and not just blatant free speech. Yeah, the Constitution gives us free speech. But free speech gives you the right to walk up to Mike Tyson and call him the N-word. Smart speech is knowing that you do that, you're probably going to get knocked the hell out. That's the difference between free speech and smart speech. You walk up to a grandparent like me when I'm with my beautiful little 5-year-old blonde hair, blue eyed granddaughter, and you start mouthing some pedo shit off about my granddaughter,
I like that shit.
I will drag your ass across the pearly gate.
Drip. Torch.
If it doesn't get that far,
Dude, they're
I will
expensive. What the
rock
hell?
a prison jumpsuit. And the only thing you're going to rock
What a drip torch, yeah, that much.
is a casket.
$180 for a damn drip torch?
But you have to be smart about what you say. Like if you come over to my house
Breaking news, Steve Lickner was muted. He was muted.
and you
Oh my
start
gosh.
mouthing
Breaking
off
news.
about me marrying
He
a
was
black
muted.
woman. Well, if my black wife is at home, I'm just going to sit back, grab my phone, turn the camera on,
I appreciate that.
and watch my 300-pound, 5'10", highly caffeinated, sleep-deprived nurse of a wife stomp a mud hole in your ass. And then I'm going to post it on YouTube. There's a reason that I don't like being with little skinny, mini, girly girls. I like a woman with meat on her bones that can throw a punch.
Maisie H super chatted $19.99.
I like a woman that if we go out to eat,
Bro, I didn't do nothing. You're welcome, Macy.
she isn't worried about calories or eating a salad.
Thank you, Macy.
If I get a
Thank
steak,
you,
she's
Macy. I
getting a
appreciate
steak.
you. That's very, very generous. Very generous.
If I want to go to Carl's Jr.
Thank
and
you.
get that Western burger that's delicious,
But you're welcome for whatever I should be. You ever thinking me? For.
my wife is getting one too, because that burger is delicious. If you don't know about the Western burger at Carl's Jr.,
Everyone, please spam the chat.
it's a double patty burger
Accidental caller.
with
Accidental
onion
seller,
rings on it
and Macy
and
H.
barbecue sauce. Oh, it's awesome.
Him, y'all. Spam the frickin' chat.
You know, smart speech is if I go over to Ray's place, I'm not gonna say, "Hey, your Ford F-150 looks like a piece of shit." See, I don't like the mug rib. I've never have.
Look at that fire on my gravy.
I've just never been a fan of it. You know the one thing that I wish McDonald's would bring back?
Maisie H super chatted
It
$4.
I don't know if you guys
You
remember
should
this,
open mouth smile.
but probably 25 years ago, you used to be able to get a burger that came in a package that the bottom bun and the meat and cheese was on one side,
Did my best.
and the lettuce, pickle, onions, and the top bun was on the other
too.
side. Why was that
I'm doing
genius?
the news, cornbread. What?
Because your lettuce and tomato and pickles and onions and stuff aren't getting all hot and nasty because they were just slapped right on top of a burger and then wrapped all up.
America.
What?
I said,
All right, you have to come.
this
Oh,
way. I said, America. And then I walked out.
now hang on, scoot on over again. This is why I love my wife. This is her hoodie.
One of them.
One of like a dozen. Look at that. That thing's fucking awesome.
America.
A big black woman wearing an American flag triggers so many people.
It's more.
America. Okay.
Yes,
Shizzle sticks.
thank you.
Toes gonna grow again? Your toenail fell off? Gross. Is it all yellow or something?
Ray, I gotta say good luck with that, bro. Good luck with that. Let me know when you're gonna come over and seal it, so I can have my camera ready. I can set up lighting and have it really good and lit.
Oh shit! 12th man with the Cash App. 12th man says, "Thank you for covering the nightly news. You're very welcome, 12th man. Thank you for the
Oh,
very
God, look
generous
at this.
Cash App. I do appreciate it, my friend."
That's funny.
Maisie H super chatted.
I was on
$19
Facebook
and
Marketplace
99
earlier,
cents. Stay
and there was
real,
a
my
person
Portland
selling
friend.
their lifted four-door Toyota Tundra with an 8-inch lift kit on it and 40-inch tires. Yeah, that truck looks sick. I want to get a 4Runner, but not the new one. If you guys don't know, Toyota came out, they redesigned the
H Civic
4Runner.
super chatted $5. What size t-shirt?
And people either love it
Large.
or they hate it. I hate it for
Thank you,
two
Syndicate.
simple
I'm a
reasons.
pig.
I don't like the look of it. And also, they got rid of the 4-liter B6. What did they put in it? A little turbocharged 4-cylinder. Do you really think that little turbocharged 4-cylinder in a 4Runner that weighs 4,000 pounds is going to last as long as that low revving,
Hey, Keldon.
stump pulling 4-liter B6 the Tacoma and the 4Runner have had for years? And why do I say stump pulling? That 4-liter B6 that was in the Tacomas and in the 4Runner,
First piggy of the night.
that was a 275 horsepower engine.
Thank you everyone for your donations. You have been amazing. Size large. Thanks,
But
HCP,
oh
that's
no, we gotta be
thank you,
modern and
Macy,
put a
and
4-cylinder
also
and a
thank you,
turbo and
H
everything.
Syndicate, for the very generous
You can
donations. I do
get a
appreciate it.
brand new
Everyone, please spam that chat for Macy
GMC
H
Sierra
and
or
H
Chevy
Syndicate. Wait a minute,
Silverado.
the two H's?
You know, full-size truck, 4-door,
It's kinda
full-size
like
truck,
Macy
4-wheel
H
drive
Syndicate.
with a 4-cylinder
Two
with a
H's?
turbo.
Spam it.
Accident seller super chatted $8.
Yeah, tell me how that's gonna
71 cents.
last.
Agenda free TV opening and
If you're
closing
towing
hours
like a
goes like
20-foot
this.
long camper
Da dun 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 dun.
and you're going up
Dun, dun,
and
dun,
down
dun,
hills,
dun, dun, dun. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
Oh, it says it's got like 400 horsepower.
Piano during intro.
But they don't show you that 400 horsepower is at like 6,500 RPM. So you're wringing the fuck out of that
I
engine,
never thought about that.
getting that oil all hot. And the oil is what keeps the turbo lubricated.
Oh,
When oil gets super hot,
thank you for the
it gets thin.
100 knock accident seller. I appreciate that. Very, very
Instead
generous.
of,
Very, very generous.
having a
Thank you.
V8, now you got a 4-cylinder with a turbo. Because everybody needs a fucking vehicle that's got 400 horsepower that, can do 0 to 60 in 5 seconds.
You think it's so funny, Macy.
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't realize this. And you guys can fact check me on this. Go on to
And it's cool. That's cool.
sayford.com
Brother.
and spec out a regular cab, long bed,
Ever thought about drinking kombucha?
2-wheel drive, dually F350 Power Stroke
At SRP, we offer
with
solutions that
no
make your
options
work
on it.
simple.
And look at the tow rating of that truck. And then do the same thing with a 4-door, 4-wheel drive King Ranch dually
Might get
with
you
all the bells and whistles.
Oh, I'm not drinking.
When you start adding all those bells and whistles and all that extra
I'm not
weight
drinking no kombucha.
from the
I'm not
transfer
getting- I'm not
case
getting
and the
kombucha.
front axle and stuff, your tow rating goes down. Why? Because the weight of your fucking truck has gone up.
Booch, please.
I don't know what the difference is
Oh, what if we let you
between
booch? What's the two?
a regular cab, long bed, dually, 2-wheel drive
No
with no
worries.
bells and whistles than a fully loaded one, but I'm guessing
Maisie
1,000 pounds or more.
$9.99.
Well, that's
And
1,000
free
pounds
snack.
more weight
Good to you.
in your truck. That's taken away from
Is that code word?
your towing weight.
Or potato chips? What does that even mean, Macy? Thank you so much. I will wait for your snack.
Think I'm pulling your chain.
Macy's super chest.
Look
I
it up.
understand about half of them. Thank you again, Macy. Everyone,
I've
spend
always
some time
said,
with Macy.
don't take anything I say
Once
as
again,
gospel. Do your research. We've all got smartphones. They're for more than just surfing the internet and taking selfies. Yep.
this fire is pretty much
Yeah, the highest tow rating
contained right here, bros.
of any truck
These guys are good at containing the fire. I can tell.
is a truck that no one wants to buy
You're good at lighting fires.
because it's a 2-door bench
Am I
seat,
rolling a dog? No.
no
lighting
option,
a joint.
2-wheel drive dually. They always have the
Yeah,
highest tow
remember I
rating.
got that, oh, maybe you weren't there. But I got a big old okay salad for lunch. Filled me up.
And for whatever reason,
Oh, I got some more
Ford fans
real quick. You just zoom in on the
never,
hot spot to make it look
ever,
bigger than it actually is.
ever
Sneaky.
Maisie H.
buy a
Super Chat,
5.4 liter Triton.
99 cents. It means what you want.
Ever.
All that I want is another baby to be God tomorrow. All that I want.
And if you're wondering why, type in 5.4 liter Triton and spark plugs.
I'm not in the ocean. I'm in a parking lot.
I've seen so many videos of people,
Want to spare in the chat for Macy H?
their spark plugs blowing out, which I don't see how that's possible,
Oh, my can only be
considering spark plug The threaded part's like an inch and a half long, but I had a buddy that moved to Indiana. He went through 3 motors in his truck. The guy didn't tow anything. It was just driving to the store truck. All 3 engines had that Triton. Now, I don't know if it was the same in stuff that wasn't the truck. I haven't heard. And you didn't have an Explorer, you had an Expedition. But I've only heard it from, and it was only like, I think, a 5-year time period. It was when Ford had the ugly F-150. I mean, you could put big tires and all the chrome and everything you want on that version of the F-150.
Interesting.
Oh, you had an Explorer?
Hammered.
But
Protein crisps.
I think it was like mid 2000s, like 7, 8, 9, maybe somewhere around in there. But man, the Ford F-150 looked like it fell out of the ugly tree, and the ugly tree fell on it.
Let me get some water.
Do I think someone started the fire? Well, it was supposed to
Hey,
be-
Wild Country,
it was a car
welcome to
fire
the channel.
is on the app.
And yes, more California wildfires caused by climate change. Climate change, everybody. Climate change.
It'll give you updates. It'll give you updates on the fires that are going on.
I'm doing good. I got a lot of stuff done today. I got dishes done. I did some laundry. I cleaned my bathroom. Yes, me and my wife have our own bathroom. We have a 2-bathroom
I grabbed some
apartment.
down there and some water.
Yeah, it's all climate change, everybody. It's not that California doesn't want to go out there and clean up any of the wilderness. Yeah, I'm actually feeling good. I finally feel like how I'm supposed to, which still would send a lot of you guys running to the hospital because with all my health problems, if I'm feeling good, most of y'all would be like, I'm dying.
What's a good word?
Which my family knows. My wife and my daughter both know. When I say I feel like shit, they're both asking me, do you need to go to the hospital? And of course, me being stubborn, I'm like, no, I'll be fine.
Drink some water.
I'm not evacuated. I don't think there's any evacuations as far as I know so far.
Oh, I'm going to do a video tomorrow, guys. I have 2 different microphones here. Oh, God dang it. I've got 2 different microphones here.
Get some water.
And I'm doing this because I was asked to. I have my big shotgun mic. It's a Rode mic for my phone. It's got a Type-C port on it. You just plug it into the phone. And I have my little boy set. You plug this into the Type-C port on your phone. That's the wireless microphone. They asked me to do a test comparing
Yeah.
the built-in microphone on your phone, the Rode mic, and my wireless Boya mic. Boya spelled B-O-Y-A.
Ice cold Brita.
And I'm going to find them on Amazon, put the links in where you guys can go and buy them if you want good quality microphones. I'll tell you right now, it was $150 for these two
Put
mics.
them under if they had to cover that much stuff, dude. What up, Astro?
So if you ain't serious about making content,
It's over 150 billion, right, or something they say.
I wouldn't even worry about it. And here's a little free tip that I did years ago when I first started filming out in public with my cell phone. People looked at me like I was weird.
What the heck?
I couldn't afford a mic. And if there's any breeze, it seems like a gale force wind when you're trying to make a video on your phone. What I did is I took a very thick black sock and I cut the end of it where your toes go. Cut about 2.5 inches off of it.
It's not that big. It's in Oxnard.
And I slid it over the bottom side of my phone where the microphone is.
But nothing's really a threat.
Did it solve all the wind noise? No. Did it cut it down by like 75%? Yeah. Did it look ghetto as hell? Of course it looked ghetto as hell. You got a sock on your phone. But it cut the wind noise down by 75%.
What are all the damn druggies in the chat? What the hell? We just exposed all the druggies, Nook. You see what we did there?
It's by River Ridge, not River Park.
Exposed. You got
Oh, yeah. Now, see, I'm not a climate change denier. Some people think that I am.
Now we know who to call if we're ever in trouble.
I'm just saying that it's not as bad as everybody thinks it is. Because you can go back in history and look at all the stuff the government and mainstream media was saying was going to happen. All the polar ice caps are going to melt. It's going to cause the ocean level to rise up. Half of the world's going to be flooded out. You know, all the and then right after that, it was all the world's going to cool down. We're going to go into the next ice age. Just look at all the crazy shit that was supposed to happen.
Auto fire.
And yes, the temperature in Phoenix, Arizona might have went up a couple degrees compared to 70 years ago. Look at the amount of asphalt and concrete here in Phoenix, Arizona. When you pave the whole fucking world, yes, the temperature is going to go up. When you cut down every forest to build more houses, because people don't want to live in a house that was built in the 50s or 60s. They got to live in a new construction where a husband and wife have a 2,500 square foot house, which is stupid. Oh, I got to have 2 guest rooms. So one person once a year can come spend the fucking night. I got to have 2 living rooms. I got to have a family room and a living room. Why? You know, all this, you know, crazy shit. Remember all the shit that Al Gore was talking about? That was already supposed to happen? Oh, the world was supposed to end
It's like
in 2012. They even made an awesome movie about it. How the world was supposed to end.
oh, it's called the auto fire.
Yeah, the auto fire.
The volcano under Yosemite National Park is supposed to erupt. But people are still building houses within 100 miles of Yosemite National Park. And speaking of the world supposed to be flooding,
No electricity.
how many rich people have built beachfront property
Dude, it's like living in fucking
in the past 20 years?
Nicaragua, these guys.
But oh, it's supposed to flood.
Why would I want to live in California with not no electricity for 3 days?
You know, I've always been the type of person to where
Bullshit is
if the
that?
government and mainstream media is saying, look over here, I'm looking over here. Simple facts. Oh, and back to a cell phone thing. Here's another free tip for the people that can't afford to buy a tripod. When I first started doing videos, me and my wife lived in a 38-foot long motorhome that was falling apart. We had no extra money for anything. What I did to make videos, I took a broomstick, just screwed it off the end of my broom from Dollar Tree. Because if you're spending more than a couple dollars for a broom, why? What I did was I took that broomstick off. I had this metal folding chair. Well, I wedged that broomstick down the back of the folding chair. If you do it right, you can wedge it in there and the broomstick sticks straight up. I took a big fat rubber band and I wrapped it around my phone and around that broomstick so it held my phone out so I can make a video without having to hold my phone. Worked great. I used that for a couple years.
Of course, Andrew.
When it comes to making videos and you being broke, gotta think outside the box. I've had people ask me, probably once every couple of weeks, I'll get an email. Hey, Broken, what camera do I need to start making videos? And I'm like, the one in your fucking pocket. Why do I say that? Cell phone cameras are 90% as good as the big cameras that people use. I can shoot 4K 60 frames a second on my 3-year-old Samsung Galaxy cell phone. Works just fine. Because people need to realize one thing about making videos for YouTube, Facebook, any kind of social media.
Not terrifying. It's just a damn.
And you can fact check this. It's been verified. Most people watch videos at 1080p
Andy knows what's up. That's right.
on their cell phone. You want to start making videos, the best thing you can do is get a good quality microphone. Yes, the Rode mic in this box is $90. The Boya BY 2.0 two transmitter microphone, which means that two people could talk on it, was like $45. This mic is only $30. I don't need no Shure SM7B big expensive mic. Don't need it. So many people just want that big Shure mic for the look.
That zoom is so crazy.
And I'm like,
how many miles
why?
do you think he was from that thing?
For those of you that don't know, the Shure SM7B that Tim Pool, Joe Rogan, everybody use. That's a $300 microphone that takes about $300 worth of gear to be able to work. And then you got to get a tripod. You got to get a stand to hold it up. So you're talking basically $800 by the time you buy all the cables, the mic arm, everything to run that Shure SM7B. $800. And I don't think it sounds any better than mine.
He's going back for gas right now, I bet you. As we're listening to it, we could listen to this, to the pilot. Probably going back for gas.
Woo. So when are you going to get that sticker stuck on, Ray? That's a pretty cool sticker. It's weird that your truck doesn't have a bed liner. Not saying that bed liners are better. I'm just saying that I haven't seen a truck in a long time that ain't got a spray in the bed liner.
I'm sorry, Booth. Can you repeat?
I watched a YouTuber. He bought this roll-on bed liner, and he cleaned his bed. He sanded it down, to scuff all the paint up, and he rolled it on in his garage, so to let it dry really good. It looked great. Oh, awesome.
Oh, what about Scientology and a skateboard? What were we talking about? Scientology and a skateboard?
People ask me if I miss having a truck. And I'm like, when I had a truck, I never used it as a truck. I went off-road in my Toyota TRD off-road truck one time.
I don't recall anybody with the skateboard in Scientology.
And I blew out one of the Michelin tires. That was a $300 tire. Blew it out, ruined it. And I'm like, nope, no more off-road. I helped my daughter move in it one time. That was the only 2 times I used my truck.
Dude, who the fuck is Abdul?
For a truck. Now, how many times have I used my little hatchback Toyota CHR as a truck? A lot. We hauled a professional treadmill home.
No way.
In the back of it. Because it's a hatchback. You lay the back seats down, you basically got a fucking truck bed.
Who the fuck is Abdul?
We hauled couches, office chairs, desk, all kinds of shit in the back of my little hatchback.
What? Who the fuck is Abdul, chat? Do we know?
Oh yeah, that looks good. My wife was like anti-hatchback. She wanted a sedan, like a Toyota Corolla. And I'm like, no, we're going to get a hatchback.
I have no idea who Abdul is.
And now she's like, I only want a hatchback. Because she realized how useful a hatchback is. Especially one like ours where you can lay the seats, the back seat, totally flat. And you got this totally flat floor. I've never measured it. I'm going to measure it one of these days.
I know who Paula Abdul is.
But I bet
there's
it's 5 feet from the back of my car to the back of the front seats
Where's
of
that
total
one side
flat
go?
floor. I bet it's 5 feet and probably a little over 3 feet wide
I used to love the Paula
of just
straight up now, tell me, is it
room
gonna be you
that
and
if I
me
need to use it,
forever?
it's there.
In my car,
If I need to haul a
ride.
passenger,
Thank you, Jeff.
put
Straight up
the
now,
seats
tell
up,
me. Yeah,
and
that's the
now I
one,
got
that's the
2
one, that's
seats.
the one.
And still got a ton of room in the back.
Bring on the new year with Pep Boys. Trust Pep Boys to keep you rolling with quality service for every
Pep Boys.
mile.
All right, here's a question
Make
for
an
everybody.
appointment with Pep Boys today, and don't miss
What's your
chance to
preferred
save
auto parts store? Pep Boys, AutoZone, O'Reilly's. What's your preferred auto parts store? Mine is O'Reilly,
Paula is still hot for 105 years old.
but I won't pass an AutoZone to go to an O'Reilly.
Oh, it costs a lot to look that hot, though.
But
Karaoke,
I will
let's
pass a
do it.
dozen
Let's do it.
Pep Boys
Coming your way.
to go
I'll be there when
to either other one. I am not a Pep Boys fan.
When we get
The last 2 times I went to Pet Boys to get something. Well, we can order it for you. It'll be in tomorrow or the next day.
Post a link.
Well, if I'm going to an
Hell
auto
no.
parts store to buy something,
That's the
it
last
means
reason
my
I'm
ass
talking
needs it right now.
You haven't even gave me
Not
any
tomorrow,
freaking
not the next
compliments
day. I
about
need it
yours,
now.
And you think you're gonna get mod that easy?
If I needed it tomorrow or the next day, I'd order it off the internet off of Rock Auto. Here's a little tidbit of information. Years ago in the 90s, before I left Missouri, I raced modified dirt cars. You know, the cars where
Looks good. Yeah,
you
you're not
turn
getting
right to go left.
Nice try though.
AutoZone was a sponsor. I was one of 2 cars that they sponsored because me and this other guy were the only people that totally decked our car out. Oh yeah, yeah. We have this auto parts store here in the valley. It's down on I-17 in Van Buren called Penny Pinchers. Oh, I feel sorry for anybody that doesn't live in the Phoenix area that doesn't have a Penny Pinchers. I remember once I had, it was when I was married to my late wife.
Get closer to the fire.
We needed a fuel pump, an in-tank fuel pump for our motorhome.
I'm getting my haircut tomorrow, so chill out, homies.
I go to Penny Pinchers, and it was $80
Special lady.
for this in-tank fuel pump. And it was from AC Delco. Name brand pump. It's not like Chinese crap. It was a name brand pump. I call AutoZone just because I was curious. I asked them. I gave them the part number that was on the box of that AC Delco fuel pump. They wanted $140 for it. The same exact pump. And they had to order it. And I'm all like, really?
Damn right, it's gonna look amazing.
You go to Penny Pinchers here in Phoenix, you better plan on waiting an hour and a half. You'll be waiting in line for an hour and a half. And their counter has like 5 people working. That's how much business Penny Pinchers does.
Get a Portland bowl cut lines.
I bought a radiator for my 2001
right
Buick
side,
Regal.
2 lines on the left side.
$75. I didn't even call AutoZone to see what that radiator cost, but $75 and they had it in stock for an 01 Buick Regal.
The Portland Bowl. That's right.
I bet you can go in there and ask them for some weird, obscure, random fucking part. I need a starter for a 1984 Renault Encore. Yes, that's an actual vehicle.
Yeah, we can
It's
barely see it. Let's
French.
go.
It's a piece of shit. That's why they don't have them anymore. And I bet they would. They would have
homie.
it.
Let's do it.
And if you're wondering what a Renault Encore looks like, 1984. Hang on. 84 Renault Encore. Here we go.
Do it, homie. You got
That's
it.
a Renault Encore. Little ugly ass French car. Garbage. They were garbage. How do I know? I had one when I was in school. I wanted to be cool. I bought one off of a used car lot for like $300. This was back in the early 90s. I thought I was cool. I was driving a French car.
All right.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Oh, what a piece of shit. It had air conditioning, 4-cylinder, 5-speed with air conditioning. I was the only one of my friends that had a car with air conditioning.
Hell yeah, Humberto.
But I lived in hilly northeast of Missouri.
You didn't get us closer to shit, bro.
You want to go up a hill in a Renault Encore with the air on? You better hit the bottom of that hill going as fast as you can. You could be driving along on a flat road, 60 miles an hour. Turn the air conditioner off, and the car will gain 5-mile-an-hour speed. Not pressing the gas pedal anymore, just turning the air conditioner off. Because the car only had like 40 or 50 horsepower. The air conditioner probably used 10 of that 40 or 50 horsepower.
My phone? Yeah, answer my phone.
It was horrible.
Not right now. Did you leave a message?
I owned it for like 2 months. It started burning oil, leaking oil. I sold it to the junkyard for a scrap. What did I buy after it? Chevy Impala. Like 77, 78 Chevy Impala. The 4-door box, like cop car looking thing.
Were you walking with these guys or walking?
Maisie H super chatted
Just
$19.99. Piggy time.
I think they only sold them new in the US for like
Fuck,
3 or 4 years.
that was close though.
But I guarantee you can go to Penny Pinchers. Ask them for a starter
$5.17
for that car.
You were super close.
They probably have
You
it.
were close, man. Thank you, Macy, for the 20. But everyone spend in the chat for Macy, please. You were damn close. $4.17. That's crazy. Thought I forgot about it.
So
just play it. No, we got.
you might want to do your research about
Matt,
Arizona sunshine
we got rules to this shit.
and fire extinguishers. I don't know if it'd be safe to mount a pressurized fire extinguisher where it's going to be in direct sunlight. Now it might be.
Quite possibly.
I don't know. I'm just saying. So before you do all that, I just do some research. You wouldn't want to go out there in August,
Maisie H.
be
Super
walking
chatted
past a fire
$9
extinguisher
and
mounted on the
99
side of your
Close
truck,
enough.
and that some bitch pop off and spray your fat ass with the fire extinguisher. Oh, is it? All right. And here's a tip for everybody. You ever have to use a fire extinguisher that's been sitting in one place for a while? Because so many people are like, oh my God, my fire extinguisher doesn't work. No, it works.
H Syndicate
Just
Super
all the
chatted
fire
$5
extinguishing
and 17
powder
cents. Here, piggy
has
piggy.
settled into the bottom of the fire extinguisher. You could take a fire extinguisher that's been hanging up on a wall for a few months, take it out of the box, turn it upside down, tap it against the wall a few times. You will feel the fire extinguisher powder drop. What it's doing is that fire extinguisher powder is like flour, but finer. And after it's set on the wall for a few months, all that powder has settled to the bottom of the fire extinguisher. By taking it off the wall, tapping it on the wall a few times till you feel it drop.
Macy H.
Now your fire extinguisher can be used. Why they don't teach this everywhere, I have no idea. And the only how I knew that is my first factory job. Coil sales and manufacturing, Canton, Missouri. We had fire extinguishers everywhere. The big, like 3-foot tall ones. Well, a person from our local fire department would come in once every couple of weeks. And he'd walk around taking all those fire extinguishers off of the brackets, tapping them against the wall. And I asked him one day, I'm like, what are you doing, bro? He goes, here, I haven't tapped this one against the wall yet. Turn it over, tap it against the wall. And you can feel the powder drop.
Series of unfortunate events.
What it's doing is when you turn it over and tap it against the wall, that powder is now all through the fire extinguisher. So when you tip it back over and you squeeze the handle, it's working. It's not just blowing out air. And I was like, holy shit. So I was like, if we'd had a fire, and I would have grabbed the nearest fire extinguisher and didn't know that, and went to squeeze the trigger. He goes, yeah, you're just going to get air. He said he had been to fires. Well, there's a fire extinguisher standing there. That somebody tried to use it. It didn't spray out any powder. They set it down, assuming that it didn't work. He said he's taken them, turned them over, tapped them against the wall, turned them back over, squeezed it, and it works fine. So if you ever have to use one, be sure to turn it over and tap it first.
Super chatted $49.99.
I was mind blown when he showed me that. I even asked him, I'm like, why aren't they teaching everybody? He goes, well, firemen know.
Throw money around and make people do whatever the hell you want.
But it's just one of those things that nobody teaches. They should teach it in fucking school. There's a lot of shit that needs to be taught in school.
You're damn right.
Like how to do a budget. So many people don't know how to do a budget.
Does it go good with my headphones or what?
A budget's the easiest thing to do.
Does the piggy pat go good with the headphones?
If you make $2,500 in a month, and you've got $2,000 worth of bills,
Thank you very much, mate.
then you got hardly any money left over to go out and do anything.
Holy crud. Thank you for your extreme generosity.
that means that your ass is sitting at home
Macy H.
on
thank
Friday
you,
and
thank you,
Saturday
thank
night.
you.
Thousand Hooks is
Can't say
about
That
thank
means
you
your
enough.
ass is
Very,
watching
very, very
videos
nice
on
of
your
you.
cell phone
30
instead of signing up for every streaming service.
Keep talking in the background.
like 25, 30 minutes away.
I know so many people, my daughter included, that, oh, I got paid. Let's go spend money. And then when it comes time for bills, she's all like, "Oh my God, Dad,
We're going to the
I'm
Bahamas,
broke."
Macy. You can swim with the
And I
fish.
say this every time. What did you buy when you got paid? Oh, I bought this and I bought this. Why?
Stay alive and go to the
Why?
Sherman Oaks is about 40 minutes away from us, so no, it's not close to us. Norwalk, no, Norwalk is LA.
Makes no sense.
Macy H is a legend.
Remember back when we had checkbooks and we had to balance our checkbook?
He has dudes in chat asking to be her pet piggy.
Thanks for the follows,
You
guys.
got the
I think
juice.
it ought to be law that every person that drives a car needs to know how to change the flat tire. Now, if you've got money, you can have roadside assistance. You can have AAA or whatever kind of roadside assistance that you want. But I'll tell you right now, if you don't live in a major city and you call for roadside assistance, you might as well just lean the seat back in your car and take a fucking nap.
Just solid.
Because it's going to take 2 or 3 hours for Billy Bob and his square body Chevy Silverado to get out there to put your spare tire on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
I bet a lot of people
That way,
that have a spare tire in their car or truck
because you can't quit the pot.
don't check the tire pressure in it.
It's a waste of pot.
Oh, thank you from Michigan.
I check the tire pressure in my spare tire on our car, which takes a lot of work to get to because it's in the hatch and you got to raise everything up. I check it once a month just to make sure that my fat ass is ever driving. My wife's driving. My wife knows how to change the tire too. That we have to put the spare on.
Firefighters remain on
That
scene
it's not half
cleaning up
flat.
hotspots. All right, it's contained, folks. Nothing to worry about.
My wife had a coworker once. She had a flat tire on her car. My wife tried to change the tire on her coworker's car. Now the tire was put on by a tire store with all the Ugga Duggas, and she just had that little like 1.5 foot long tire iron that cars come with. She couldn't break the lug nuts loose. But if she could have broke the lug nuts loose, she would have had the tire changed. She had the car jacked up, ready to go. But because the lug nuts were put on by Billy Bob at Billy Bob's Tire Center with the air-powered Ugga Dugga, and he hit that Ugga Dugga button 3 or 4 times like he was in NASCAR, she couldn't break the lug nuts loose.
That sounds nice, Maniac Miner.
In the back of our car, I have a 2-foot, 1.5-inch diameter metal pipe. What's that pipe for? It's a cheater pipe. So if I need to change the tire, because the tire iron, the tire tool, jack handle, whatever you want to call it, is only like a foot long in a Toyota. Little bitty short thing. Well, by sliding that 2-foot piece of metal, that metal pipe over it, now I got leverage.
We're gonna do it, and I'm gonna pray it's a freaking female.
As far as I know, Fillmore
Here's something that a lot of people don't do. Everybody that's put aftermarket wheels on their cars.
Unfortunately,
You need to keep
next to it, drumstick.
at least 5
said there was. I thought
factory lug nuts. Put them in a Ziploc bag. Keep them with your spare tire. Because the chances of the lug nuts holding your new aftermarket wheels on, working with your steel factory spare tire, are slim to none. Now the factory lug nuts are made to work with the spare tire. A lot of people don't realize that. All I'm saying is, I didn't realize that. Years ago, I had an F-250. I put aluminum slot wheels on my truck. They look sharp. Well, those aluminum slot wheels take what's called a shank lug nut that goes through the wheel. Well, I had a flat tire once. I'm like, I got a spare tire. I grabbed it out of the back of my truck. I jacked it up, pulled the flat off, put
last week too.
the spare tire on.
And you
The
got
shank
what are these two dudes doing?
slid right through the hole, the lug nut hole
Where you about those going
in the
your
factory
Honda?
wheel.
In your Honda Civic.
And I was like, what the hell? I was stuck. If I'd have been smart enough to put,
That's the kind of music you listen to.
you know,
bro.
it was an eight lug truck.
Right there?
If I'd have put 4
Damn.
of the factory acorn style lug nuts in a bag, I could have got home.
We are freezing. I got like 3 sweaters and a jacket on, girl.
So many people don't realize that.
Itself out.
It's so weird. Like
it's contained.
With the cold wind, it'll help, but it's like not.
Or they do the,
That's right, Kenneth. You know what
I'm going to put big tires and wheels on my pickup.
Containment, I'm not sure now.
And then they wonder why within 10,000 miles, their ball joints are shot on the front axle. Or their wheel bearings have gone out on their front axle. Why?
Can't be looped.
It's because you had to have those big, wide tires that stick out way far on your truck.
Just repeating their freaking self. Got nothing else to say.
That took the leverage point from here. Say my arm is your suspension. And that's where the factory tire mounts. How it was designed by the manufacturer. Now you've moved that leverage point out here. What do you think is going to happen to everything here? When you put twice the weight and you slid it out 5 inches.
They repaint them and sell them for cheap.
I'm sure you guys have all seen the Chevy OBS trucks that are 4-wheel drive with big tires on them, and the front tires are leaned in. Yeah, if you were to jack that truck up, the ball joints are shot. But it looks cool to put those big 12-inch wide wheels and big mud tires on their truck.
I'm not too far behind you. It's already midnight.
You never see it happen on a factory 4-wheel drive truck. You never see the tires leaning.
Depends on what kind of car and if it's worth it. You know what I mean? The really nice cars just get shipped off to like the Middle East and shit. No one worries about VINs.
You know, I'm just saying, you know, think before you do something.
Use Kayak's filters to find
Oh my God.
the free stuff you want. Download the Kayak app now.
I don't have any of these apps downloaded. Like people wanted me to download Honey.
Good morning, Terry. So
Oh,
can't
you
get
can
in
save
at
money,
8 a.m.
download Honey.
8 a.m. in the morning.
If you haven't heard, all these YouTubers that were pushing people to download the Honey app have realized that Honey
8 a.m. in the morning,
is
brother.
stealing your data.
What are you having for breakfast?
Oh yeah.
You got banned on
Here's
Twitter
something that a
for
lot
6
of
days.
people
What did you do?
don't know.
I know you didn't do nothing.
Toyota used to make a dually pickup truck. Back when it was just known as the Toyota pickup. You could option it as a dually. Now it didn't have like a dually pickup truck bed. It always had a flatbed on it. But you could option the Toyota truck from like the 80s as a dually. Had 15-inch dual wheels. That were this weird, oversized six lug pattern. Weird. But a lot of motorhome companies
Marmalade
made
on toast? That's
what
all
was called the
good.
Toyota Dolphin motorhome.
I fuck with it. What flavor of marmalade though?
Dual wheels.
Apricot? You can't sleep? Oh no, Quinn.
Now, a person my size or Ray's size
That's not good.
can't
Did
fit
you
in a
use,
Toyota Dolphin
Use
motorhome.
some hot water or hot milk or something?
Why?
All the tricks?
Because the inside real pipe's only 5'10". Not big dude friendly. But yeah, I don't know if Nissan did it, but I know Toyota made dualies.
I would probably eat. Yeah, probably just a freaking cup of tea. Probably.
You know what I think is really, really cool? Is whenever you see a square body Chevy Suburban that's been
with American
converted
breakfast sausage.
to a dually rear axle.
And be like,
Looks really cool.
brother, can I get some of that American breakfast sausage, please?
What I've always wanted to do,
I bet you I
and now, you know, I'm not all into cars anymore. Man, when I wanted to get a square body
He runs
Suburban.
in his sleep and he snores the paint off the walls.
And I wanted to
You gotta go to
measure
bed
a
before he
Chevy
goes to bed.
Blazer.
You gotta fall asleep before he falls asleep.
Center line of the rear axle
Queen, that's what you
to the
gotta
back
do.
bumper. I wanted to measure that distance. I wanted to take
Yeah, go to the
that
community tab,
fat
everybody.
ass Chevy Suburban,
The
chop
trick
the
is,
back of it.
Go to sleep before he. What do you mean you're not allowed?
If you chop it just right, you can weld it back
your ass
up,
to
do the
bed,
body
woman.
work. Nobody'd ever
Sneak
be
in
able
that
to tell.
motherfucker. Go do. Go take a
But
hot
I wanted
shower,
to
go sneak
shorten
into bed,
up
pass
a
out,
Chevy
and then
Suburban
go.
to make it into
That's what I do when I sleep.
like a four-door Blazer.
Make sure I fall asleep first. That's
It can be done. I did a lot of shit to cars when I was younger. Hell, me and a buddy of mine took two wrecked
I know
69 Dodge Super Bs. One was hit in the ass end, the other was hit in the front. We cut both cars in
eggs, bacon,
in
and
half.
Sounds yummy.
Welded them back. Welded the good front end to the car with a good back end.
See what these dudes might be going home too.
And put the doors back on the car. We cut it right through the middle of the car. Right across the roof. Easiest way to cut a car.
I hear you, Queen. I know.
Welded them back in, grounded it all down, body worked it. You couldn't tell.
I make things into whole things.
You could not tell that we had taken two wrecked 69 Super Bs.
You missed it.
And in a matter of a couple of weeks, made one
They're just letting it burn off.
nice Super B.
These guys are running red lights, I think.
Will I want to ever do that again?
Damn.
No. Why? You better be in love with the tape measure. Because that amount of measuring to do that, because you've only got one chance
Oh my
to
God.
make the second cut. Now, the first cut, you just got to make sure that that bitch is straight. But that second cut has to be exactly where you made the cut on the first car.
I'll finish this joint, then I'll go to bed. There's like a half quarter joint left. Can I wake up in the morning and see what's happening? Because the wind started in 4 hours.
But me and Larry made a
Today's Tuesday.
running, driving, fully painted
Tuesday.
Super Bee out of two cars that we drug out of his backyard
Have you heard
that were
anything about
totaled.
a freaking protest on
And I mean totaled. Like they had been wrecked driving really fast. There was no taking it to the body shop and fixing it. They were done. We made a running, driving one. We put a 440 in it, put aluminum slot wheels on it, the old school slapper traction bars.
Okay.
We put a
People said
vinyl top
nothing
on the
earlier, but I
car.
just want to make sure. I saw something
Unless you
freaking
pulled the
internet.
carpet up in the car, you would never
Where's the
know.
fucking mall?
Now, I don't know how he registered it. I'm sure he had to probably take boat titles to the DMV and tell them what happened. But
I don't know, John. I didn't freaking.
he had a fucking
catch
badass
quite
69
a few,
Super
I
B.
guess. There was just like neighborhood.
440 six pack, 4-speed, looking like the typical 70s muscle car. You know, with the Skyjacker air shocks, the big wide tires on the back,
Oh, that's always nice.
the slapper traction bars. It looked cool.
That's right, Rocky.
And it was painted white.
Really, Christian?
Why
Maybe,
did we
I
go
don't
with
know.
white paint?
If there is people lighting the fires, I hope they catch their dang.
Because
asses.
white paint's cheap. It was white tractor paint.
Don't blow up your engine, homie.
We bought it at the farm store. Sanded the car down, painted it. White with the black vinyl top, a black Super Bee stripe on the back. It looked cool. And I bet if I were to go back to my hometown, Larry still got that car. So everybody, I think we're done with the fire. I think he's just streaming whatever now. So,
Yeah, screw stuff.
as always, thanks for hanging out. Oh, damn. Now, see, that kind of triggers me. Just because I got OCD. One of the fire extinguishers should have been turned the other way. But then the labels would have been off. So I would have went and got a new label, peeled that one off, turned one of them around the other way, and put the label on it. Just because I'm OCD. Got to have it pointing the same way. Like, I want to build a new desk and have my computer under the desk. You could buy under desk mount brackets to put your PC on. Why? So the only thing on my desk is 3 monitors. And then if I could figure out how to do it, I want my microphone to work via a button and come up out of my desk. So everything is symmetrical. Because I'm just crazy like that. I'll figure out how to do it one day. I think it involves a 12-volt power supply and a antenna motor out of a car. I think it can be done. But just imagine how cool that would be. You see a person's desk. You see the webcam, the ring lights and stuff. You don't see a microphone. And by pushing a button mounted under the desk, this little door opens up. The microphone raises up out of the desk. I think it'd be pretty cool. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to donate to the channel, my Cash App link's in there. And as always, peace out.